Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman. Classic like Dom singing. Blasting like bombs ringing.
Opening question. Is this a lock?
Ooh.
Is that a lock? $83 to win basically
In any regular
2,500.
season game?
Yeah, 82 games. You think he gets 25 points?
That line's open right now?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just saw it.
That's tough. He's on a two-way contract. I think he's gonna be on a two-way contract where he's playing both in the G League and that's tough. That's a good one. I feel like maybe, yeah.
You think so? I
Why
don't.
not? Why not?
I don't see, and I'm not a basketball guy.
Why not take a shot? Like, if I like in this case, he's got potentially 82 games. He's obviously not going to play all 82, but like, there's going to be a game where he's got 15, and then the fourth quarter's garbage time, and he's playing the whole time, and he puts up 10 points.
But could you give me a scenario where he gets 15 before the fourth? What kind of scenario?
Yeah,
is that
I mean, it's not
plausible?
it's not really that difficult. You come out in the fourth quarter in the end of the end of the first quarter where the starters come off the floor and he gets 2 threes and an and one. So there's 9. And that's one and that can happen in a 2-minute stretch. And then in the second quarter, and then he gets maybe the beginning of the second quarter, he gets another bucket. That's 11. He sits. Then early third quarter, maybe mid third quarter, probably depending on what the rotation looks like. That's the other thing we don't know. But maybe the rotation's similar to last year. So maybe mid third quarter, he gets a layup and a 3. So we're looking at 16 right there. And then fourth quarter, they're winning or they're losing so bad.
They just like feed him the ball.
And then he's just out there getting free throws, getting layups and stuff. I could see it.
Beginning,
25.
middle, or end of the season, when do you predict the 25 will happen? What's more likely?
Early
on, because he just got onto the team, and now it's like, okay, we got to give him the ball because he's the new face, or no?
It's just, well, part of it's going to be the attraction, the show. The Lakers are going to have a lot of garbage games early in the year because they're going to be figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine he's going to get more minutes towards the front half of the year when it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah. Yeah. The main thing with this is I think it's more along the lines of a 50-50 because I read the comments on this and they were saying that Bronny never had 25 points in college. So how I took that was you really don't know what he can actually do because he didn't get enough like minutes to be able to score 25 points in college. I don't know if that's true or not. That's how I took it, but this is really a 50-50. We don't know how he can actually play.
I don't, but that's the thing. Random guys have 25 every night. There's random guys who have 25 all the time. Like you just, yeah, like anybody who's in the NBA can go for 25 at any moment. Like all it takes is you just get a little hot. And Bronny's a better shooter than LeBron. I think his form is more traditional, or well, it's more modern. He's a little bit smaller. He's gonna have to rely on it, but he is athletic, so he's gonna. I don't know. 25 seems one night where he just goes off. It doesn't seem that.
It's 25.
Like, yeah, like I'd throw 10 in there to see 300.
You would?
I'd throw 10 in there. I got 82 games to try and get it.
All right. Here's the thing. If you could bet against this, would you bet against it, or would you be more willing to bet for it or against it? Because I'd be more willing to put $80 against him scoring 25. I ain't as good as
I don't know. I think I would bet it. I would bet for it. All it takes is one night, man.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a strike of luck.
But dude, there's 82 games.
I know
that's so many games. That's so many games. 82
what team
games.
Would it be against?
Oh, trying to think of bad defensive teams.
Not even bad defensive teams, like a bad bench.
Well, it's got to be a bad defensive team. It's got to be a bad team. The Pistons, bro. Oh yeah, LeBron and AD take the night off, and Bronny starts just because.
Yeah.
Because it's a random game on a Tuesday, at 5 o'clock and no one's gonna watch, but then LeBron and AD are taking the night off, so the Lakers announced that Bronny's gonna be starting, so they moved the game to prime time and people watch the Pistons play.
Yeah. You see that happening? All right.
Sure, I can see it.
I'm still on the side. I would bet against it if I could.
If he doesn't do it, he misses it narrowly. But he gets like
Close.
23.
Yeah.
He gets like 23. If he misses it on the season, his like rookie high is like 23.
So either you think scoring 25 isn't that big of a deal, or you believe in Bronny James. Which one is it?
25 is not a big deal.
25 is not a big deal.
No. Yeah. Guys do it all the time. I mean, look, and this goes to the point of like Donovan Mitchell scored 70 this year.
Yeah.
70 is the new 50. So many guys are doing it. 50 is the new 30. And 30 is the new 25 or 20. Like guys, like the best scorers on teams are above 25. It used to be where if you were anywhere above 20 points per game, you were in that like superstar category. Now anything above 25 is superstar. Well, 28 is above superstar category. Like the defense has gotten so much worse and scoring is just way up. Like guys are averaging 30, bro. And back in like Jordan's days and Kobe's days, that was a massive deal.
I didn't know that. Did not
like
know
Shane Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm pretty sure average like last year, I know for sure it was like 29. I think this year it was like 34, something freaking crazy. Like on a nightly, no, it wasn't 34. I think Luka was averaging like 33. I think he was scoring champion this year. On a nightly basis, you're putting up 30, bro. That's nuts.
That is nuts.
And granted, like I'm not comparing Bronny to Luka, but if someone can put up 30 a night, then why can't a rookie put up 25 in a game? Just in a random Tuesday night where no one's playing and you're just out there shooting the rock.
To combat that point, if Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double every game in a season, why can't a rookie put up a triple-double?
Right.
You know, that's kind of just combating that kind of theory right there.
Wow.
But I do agree with you that.
How? You're agreeing with me with that.
I am. Is it common for rookies to put up triple-doubles?
I mean, it depends on their play style, but it's not that crazy anymore.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was still crazy for rookies to put up triple-doubles.
I mean, it depends on your play style. Like Alfred Sengun, he's a center. He's like Jokic. And that guy was crazy the last 2 years. I think that this year is his second year. And I mean, guy like had triple doubles, not close to triple doubles, but like he had a couple this year.
I gotcha. I think if I knew more about basketball, I would argue against calling in centers, but I don't know that much about it, so we'll leave it here.
The thing in the NBA is that anything can happen. Like because every team's so different. Whereas football, it's like we're gonna run the ball, we're gonna throw the ball.
Yeah.
You can't really do that much crazy stuff. In the NBA, like the schemes you can have, like the part of the reason why Russell Westbrook got so many rebounds and he had all those triple doubles is because the way they boxed out on the defensive end they would, instead of having your bigs rebound the ball, they use their bigs to box everyone out and let Russell Westbrook get rebounds and use their guards to rebound. So there's so much more you can change in basketball. There's more variables.
All right. How much
and a guy
time?
gets hot.
Dudes get hot, dudes get hot and sweaty, pressing up against other men. They get hot.
We got welcome in, Zano.
Hello.
What's up? For everybody who is new, I'm Devin and that's Zane, and this is Buffet Sports. We're going to open the show talking about Jalen Brunson. Guy just took a massive pay cut, and I think it changed the NBA. But let's talk more about it.
This is the man right here, Mr. Jalen Brunson. Plays for New York. Heard a lot of things about New York. Nothing good. Except for the rats are the size of cats.
Here's why. First off, let's talk numbers. So Jalen Brunson, instead of waiting a year and signing his extension next year, where he would have been eligible for
$1 million.
$269 million.
Jesus Christ.
He would have been eligible for next year.
I said $1 million as like not existent, like that was supposed to be the joke. $296 million.
Oh yeah.
Is that normal? That the NBA just pulls out of their Johnson, at $296 million. You know, it's like a kidney stone. That
I mean, that's not for 1 year, but
yeah,
still.
we don't have a single guy in the NFL that's making 296, right?
Yeah.
Are you saying like the NFL does or they don't?
Yeah, they do. Like I think Jalen is doing like 330.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. I think
Damn.
Jalen's doing 330.
Dang.
I think. Anyway, Jalen Brunson could have been eligible next year for 269 million. Instead, he opts for 156 million. So he took a cut of 113 million, basically.
Damn.
Which is massive. It's huge. And it allows them to re-sign some guys next year, as well as bring in some ancillary pieces to the puzzle. This is huge. Obviously, we always talk about why doesn't someone just take the pay cut, right? Like, why doesn't someone take the pay cut? And they say like, oh, I'm taking a pay cut, and it's like 10 mil a year or something, and it doesn't really amount to anything. This is for this. That's a lot of money. 113 million.
That's a lot of bread. You know,
And
that could buy you a Subaru in today's market, you know what I'm saying?
and like Mikal Bridges is going to be up, I believe, for his extension next year. So you're looking at a core for the Knicks of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and who's the guy I'm missing? Julius Randle. Those 7 guys as a core are so good. And this just opens up so many possibilities for them to try and go get another guy next year. It opens up the possibility of, I think they're contenders. I don't see how you look at this team and just don't think they're contenders. And it really calls into question the rest of the league. This is a Tom Brady move.
Who would be the guy they would get off the top of your head?
I mean, Kevin Durant.
Ooh, Kevin Durant's on the move again?
I mean, he could, if he doesn't get traded this summer, he could be next year, maybe.
Next year? All right.
They used their picks to get Mikal Bridges, but if Kevin Durant wants out and he's like, I want to go to the Knicks, then they have all the leverage and they can just get it done. They might have to move a piece or two, but I don't know if they'll do that. But I think instead of getting another star, they're gonna use it to get worthwhile, role players. Yeah. I think they'll use it to get actual worthwhile good role players and build just a crazy team.
Is this is Jalen Brunson taking this pay cut? Does that mean that they're all in trying to get an NBA championship?
100%.
Is that what they're saying?
This is what winning actually looks like.
Yeah.
This is what winning actually looks like. This is now Jalen Brunson isn't Patrick Mahomes level talent, right? But this is the equivalent of when Patrick Mahomes said, "Yeah, I'll take this over 10 years," right? Whatever it was. I don't remember what the number was, but we'll take this. I'll take this over 10 years so that we can actually go out and try and sign guys and everything.
It was like 250 million, something around there.
Yeah, whatever it was. Still, it's just the rest of the NBA for sure needs to take a closer look. Obviously, the stars like Curry and Durant, maybe, I don't know about Durant, but certainly LeBron, Curry, those really lofty guys. Jalen's not on their level. But for the guys that are in the middle that are, younger, but not rookies, they're not on their rookie contract anymore, but they're coming up on their extension. This sets the tone because everyone looks at that and says, hey, look, that guy took a pay cut. Why can't you? If you want to actually win, take a pay cut so we can actually sign some guys. I think that this totally turns the Knicks into contenders because it gives them so much flexibility. And this year, I'm so excited for the Knicks. I'm for the first time, I'm excited for like a New York franchise in actuality.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks have been so bad, but they're such a staple in the NBA that it's good to see them good again. And it's good to see a star that has their head screwed on straight and is doing what actually it takes to win and is not just full of it, not just saying, oh, I want to win and then taking all this money, like saying, no, I'm for real.
So this is going to impact the rest of the NBA, right?
I think so.
How about we'll say this, if they end up winning a championship based off of this Jalen Brunson move, this is going to change the dynamic of how the NBA is currently being run. We can say that if they win.
Yeah, and especially with the second apron, it just enforces that even more. The second apron, eliminated the ability for you to create the Kevin Durant Warriors again. It eliminated the ability to do that and create super teams, and we're already seeing the effects of the second apron with how people are making moves. But this is just going to be, the cherry on top. This is the best thing that could have happened for the NBA of let's guys actually taking a pay cut, real pay cut to keep a team together or be the best team you can be.
Yeah, because me, not an NBA guy, how I view just what I see throughout social media is the NBA very much is a selfish league. Like I see a lot of videos of these guys, just how they act outside of the NBA, how they act during the NBA, and when it comes to contracts. I mean, there's plenty of that in the NFL. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like it's 10x what the NFL is in the NBA.
Yeah, they're prima donnas. Majority of the NBA is prima donnas, but I mean, build this guy a fucking statue. He's like
This man right here.
King of New York, right there. King of New York. Build him a statue already, like just for taking the pay cut. It makes you wonder how many teams could have stayed together or been good if someone was willing to just bite the
About
bullet.
The Nets with what you're talking about. They take some pay cuts. Like,
I mean, that fell apart because Kyrie Irving doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. But
well, there was a lot going on with James Harden as well, is what I heard.
Yeah, but it did have to do with pay. It was just he didn't want to deal with Kyrie. Kyrie was such a problem. He's such a problem everywhere, except for Dallas. He finally shut up in Dallas. So yeah, the end all be all is just I think the Knicks are going to be contenders, and this is just such a. I sat there when I saw this notification. It was just in disbelief that he was willing to take this. I mean, like I said, he was eligible for 269 next year, and then in 2028 he could be eligible for 323, or if he waits till 2029, 418.
Jesus.
So he's gonna get paid.
Almost half a billy.
Right, he's gonna get paid, but he's like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I want to win right now, and this is what that actually looks like.
I do hope that these organizations actually treat these guys right. Obviously, with Patrick Mahomes, he's the best quarterback in the league. They're going to treat him right. But I do hope with guys like this who, correct me if I'm wrong, he's not the star, right? Or is he the star?
He's the main guy there. He's the one. Okay,
never mind. So let me rewind really quick, cut that part out. I do hope when it comes to these guys taking pay cuts, they take that into account. So when they fall off a little bit and they are no longer the number one, they are like the number 2 or 3 just because of age, they do keep them around and give them good contracts, because you can look back and be like, hey, when we were in it, we had a fighting chance. This guy took a pay cut to make this organization great and take us to the next level. I do hope that organizations try and do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as like, I don't know. I think Jalen wants to be a Knick for the rest of his career. Personally, this is a sign enough to me that he wants to be a Knick for the rest of his career. But it's the same thing as Udonis Haslem for the Heat. Guy was like 60, and he was on the team dressing every night, but they paid him, and he was just basically a player coach. And then you look at guys like Tom Brady took a pay cut. That didn't go well, but that's NFL. Another one too is like Kobe when he was on the Lakers. They gave him massive contracts all the way through, and he stuck with them the whole time. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm extremely excited, and I think the Knicks are contenders.
Who's your top 5 contenders? Just really quick.
Oh,
Knicks are in there. Who else?
Knicks, Nuggets, Celtics. I think Dallas took a step forward this offseason, and I think they can be contenders again. I think you always have to put the Lakers in there just because you don't know what LeBron is going to do. So I'll probably say those 5.
No Timberwolves?
I think they're another year away.
Another year away for contenders? I don't know.
I think they're another year away.
I've become a little Ant fanboy,
I love Ant and I love the Timberwolves, but they didn't make a move with Karl Anthony Towns, and they didn't get better in any way. And every other team most of the teams in the West that were contenders got better.
Yeah. But if they do, with them not doing anything in the offseason, not improving at all, and if they do go farther in the playoffs, if they do make it to the finals, let's say they win, Michael Jordan type of aura.
Oh yeah,
Michael
for how
Jordan does.
young
Yeah.
how young Ant is, it really you start to we were already thinking it this year and they weren't even in the finals. Definitely thinking it next year if that's the case, if they do go on and win. But I just don't see, unfortunately, I just don't see for the Timberwolves them getting better just on chemistry sort of thing. Maybe Ant will take another step forward and he could be, maybe that's what they're banking on, but every other team got better.
Yeah. They're just banking on Ant being better than he already was.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just banking on his development, which isn't bad. Like he's still really young, so obviously there's more to be had from him, but banking on that taking you to the next level with a championship is kind of hard and you kind of got lucky. Like you got unlucky playing the Timberwolves or playing the Mavericks because they were just built to beat you, but at the same time you did get lucky because you weren't playing the Nuggets or you played the Nuggets, but sorry, not the Nuggets, but you weren't playing another team. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you were playing you were playing the Mavericks, so you had a fighting chance, but also they were built to beat you. So it's kind of
Yeah.
double-edged sword there. Do it in the dark.
Me and my friend
Doing it in the dark.
recording each other doing it in the dark.
Ugh. So speaking of contenders, we just got done talking about the Knicks. We're talking about a team that's allegedly a contender based on the college football game that just came out, and that is the Colorado Buffaloes and the poor man's Michael Vick, Shador Sanders, and his dad, Deion Sanders, the coach, and his brother, Shiloh Sanders, and Travis Hunter.
Might change his name to Sanders. Either way, EA Sports has ranked Colorado's offense 8th in the entirety of college football and their defense 20 in the entirety of college football. And
So pause right there. That
I
means
just
one of two things. Either they're way off or college football's that bad this coming year.
I see, I was a hater of college football. It's looking all right from what I've seen, but this is atrocious. I mean, look at this record, brother. Look at what they did this year. And then look at what
What
they
did
are
I
ranked.
tell you? What did I tell you, bro? Everyone was so hyped, and I was like, "Woo! They won 3 games." Like,
4 games. Actually,
okay,
they
4.
literally won only 4 games. That's actually insane.
Yeah, congrats.
How many other teams are ranked lower than them? I think every team that beat them is ranked lower than what Colorado is ranked right now, except for Oregon.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't see the Shador thing. I don't see the how illustrious they I don't get it. I just don't freaking get it.
There we go. They averaged 28.2. Let me get in frame for this. They averaged 28.2 points
Oh
per
my
game,
gosh.
which was good for 57th overall in 2023. They are ranked 8th in the new NCAA 25.
Glazing.
What kind of game is this, brother?
Glazing. Glazing. Glazing.
I talk about this.
Glazing.
I talk about this all the time in the Madden videos. I really, for this one specifically, I want to sit down with an EA Orlando employee because if you guys did not know, they are made by the same company. EA Orlando is making this game and they also make Madden. I would love to sit down with an EA Orlando employee and be like, hey, what's great about Colorado? And I would love to hear them say, Shador Sanders, best QB in college football. Their entire offense, the best offense in college football. But, just to be realistic, we put them 8th. I'd put them 1 if it was my, discretion. And that's what I would like to do. What
I
would you like
can't
to do?
understand it. I can't understand it. I don't even I can't when this stuff happens, dude, I can't even talk to them because they're just like just idiots.
This is what happens with EA is they come out and they're like 6 months before a game, they're like, hey, look at this game. Look at all the great things we do. Look at all this. It looks so great. Looks so awesome. All these new features that should have been in all the old games, where we just kept them in our back pocket. Like a dime bag of cocaine for a party. We just kept it in our back pocket till the right time. Now look at this. This is brand new. We've been working hard on this game. Surprise! They haven't been working hard on this game. Should have had it in the old games. And then they come out and they're like, Colorado, best team of all time. They need to be 8th overall in this game. And I'm telling you what, if me and you were playing, honestly, you wouldn't pick them. But if I pick them, I'd be pissed for you if I just smack you up. You're Oregon. I'm the Colorado Buffalo.
With Knicks.
Yeah, and I just smack you up. I'd be pissed for you. Based on this record, they should be extremely low in the ratings. They should be, what would you say with this record? Like a 75? That's what I would put them at.
Yeah, like by that logic, this is the way I look at it. The top 5 teams in college football could beat the Panthers, I think.
Whoa. That's actually like an incredibly hot take.
Really?
Yeah, I would
The
say
top
so.
5 college teams in football, you don't think they could beat the Panthers in just like a Sunday like 2 o'clock game?
I would say that is a hot take.
You don't think Bama or Georgia could beat Carolina or could beat the Panthers?
Well, let me preference old Bama. Yes, I could see it. New Bama, no.
I guess they don't have Nick anymore.
Yeah, old Bama with Nick Saban, I could see it. But I mean, current Bama and even Georgia, I don't know, brother. I really don't.
I
There's a
genuinely
different
think
level.
that. I think
How many stars that were in college go to the NFL and they fail? Because the NFL is just a different level.
Sure, but how bad is Carolina? Like you could play it both ways. Like I'm not saying they could beat the Chiefs, no, but like the Panthers, bro. Like, or let's look at like the Browns when they were bad for all those years. I'm sure that some of those Bama teams could have beat the Browns.
Yes, I agree with that. Some of those Bama teams could because they had a lot of guys that did very well in the NFL.
And I think that Georgia team could. I think a Georgia team in the last 2 years could beat.
Where is it though? Is it in Georgia or is it in Carolina? That plays a huge.
I think they'll travel. I think they'll travel.
Georgia
It's not that far.
travels.
I don't think
Georgia
that's that
travels.
far. I don't think that's that far. Yeah.
I think they lose if they go to Carolina. How? Hey, look at me. How are they going to stop Adam Thielen? How are they going to stop him?
Anyways, my point is, for me, I look at the top 5 college teams and think they could probably be on an off day the worst team in the NFL. That's the way I look at it.
That is a good point.
And you're saying, and what this game is saying is Colorado is just 3 teams separated from beating a Carolina Panthers. And I'm going to be honest with you, Bryce Young would tear that defense a new asshole.
Well, to be fair, the offense is 3 spots away from beating the Carolina Panthers. The defense.
So where are they ranked as a team?
I can look it up really quick if you'd like.
I'll look it up.
All right.
What would I look up? College football.
Colorado Buffalo NCAA 25 rating. That is a very great point. Let me know down in the comments. Could a top tier college team beat the Panthers in an NFL game? Like NFL rules, there's no they catch it with 1 foot. In an NFL rules, could they beat the Panthers? Let me know down in the comments. How do you feel about that? This is going to show a lot of your guys' football knowledge. I want to make that very clear.
Power rankings. Okay, power rankings. They are 16. They're 87 overall as a team. That's still crazy.
That's crazy when you only win 4 games. That you're ranked 80. You have an 87 overall when you've won 4 games in a season. That's diabolical.
You're telling me they're better than Oklahoma, Wisconsin, USC, Arizona, Oklahoma State? That you're telling me they're better than all those teams?
No, let's just look at it. Are they better than Nebraska? Or no, are they better than Okay, they beat Arizona State. Let's look at everybody that they lost to, and let's see who.
USC, they got trounced, but I mean, that was Caleb Williams.
So they lost to USC.
Oregon, they got beat up.
Are they better than Stanford? Are they better than UCLA? Are they better than Oregon State? Are they better than Arizona, Washington State, and Utah?
Those teams aren't even on the top 25.
Really? The teams that. What about flipping? Let's look at what about Washington State? Beat them 56-14.
Not even in the top 25.
So you're telling me Washington State that beat them 56-14 is not in the top 25? Hey, I'm not trying to hate on NCAA. Probably going to be a great game. Probably going to be the best football game we've had in the past 10 years. But that's just because like we haven't had a good football game in the past 10 years. This is flippant. This is atrocious. A team that beat them 56-14. They're not even in the top 25. They mollywopped Colorado. And Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say here, brother. I don't know what to say. They're a trash team. They should be like 74 overall. I mean, I guess it's because like, oh, look at this. They lost, but it was close games. It was close games. They were
Arizona, they lost by 3. They're ranked 7 spots higher.
Where's Oregon ranked?
2.
And then they're 8. They beat
Or
them
3. They're ranked
42.
3.
They beat them 42-6. I mean, that doesn't feel like an 8th ranked team. You know, you go up against the 3rd seed, you lose 42-6. That's just
The glazing is crazy, man. The glazing is crazy.
I've said this before. The amount of fluids that EA Orlando constantly pumps out of their Johnson year by year has to be in the Guinness World Book of Records. It has to be there. The amount of fluids that they excrete from their body every single year is amazing. They have to drink like 10 liters of water a day to be able to excrete that much fluid on not only Patrick Mahomes, but the Dallas Cowboys.
Also,
and
is it just
Colorado?
Is it just me, or do they look, or does that schedule look light? Like they don't have a lot of games.
It does look really light.
So they won 4 games, and then there's 2 more. So 6, 2, 4, 6. So they
8.
played 8, no, of
So
the
that's
losses. So they
8
have,
losses.
yeah, 8 plus 4. They played 12 games.
Well, I don't know if this is the full thing.
I think so. Let me look.
Yeah, the season ends in November, I'm pretty sure.
One in 8 in Pac-12.
Yeah, they went 4-8, 1-8 in Pac-12. They're 89 overall or 87 overall.
12th best, 16th best team in the game.
16th best game in the, yeah. That's I don't know. And we
Utah
just
is 10.
Yeah, and Utah beat them 23-7.
But why isn't Washington higher? They demolished them. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Somebody with NCAA knowledge, and no, I am not talking about you. Yes, I'm talking about you getting rid of the type. You don't know shit. Talking about somebody else. Please let us know why they are ranked this high.
I'm at a loss. I'm just at a loss.
All right.
Oh gosh, I saw part of it. Jesus.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, so
Does he
I'm
just
gonna
tear
do it.
me a new asshole?
No, he does not. But I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to move the comment up. This is our comment. What should we say? Let's do a quip real quick. What should the comment section be? We need a little one-liner. What should it be, Devin?
Well, you have 6 minutes, so figure it out.
Okay. Devin doesn't like having fun around here.
You have
Comment
6
of
minutes,
the
figure it out.
week. Comment of the week. Mr. RTG Biden. RTG Biden.
That's not gonna age well.
He says this. This is a clip about aura. Who has the most aura in the league? And he is actually agreed with you, Devin.
Oh.
He says, not even close. Patriots. Oh, let me move the mic towards me. Not even close. Patriots have the most aura. What other team can you say they have the GOAT at 4 different spots? Brady, best QB of all time. Bill, best head coach. Gronk, best tight end. And Jules, best slot receiver ever. I said what I said.
Wow. I think he's on with 3 of those.
I agree.
I think he's on with 3 of those.
I agree with that statement. I agree with that statement. That's why I screenshotted this one. Because he is on with 3. 3 of them, but then there's one where it's like, okay, we're smoking a little bit of crack on the weekends.
You know what's the one consistent about all these?
What?
Just think about it for a second.
Okay, buddy. Okay. What's No, he can't possibly. No, he's RTG Biden, brother. What does RTG mean?
I
What
have
does
no idea.
RTG mean?
I have no idea.
Right, the great Biden. I don't know. He can't be racist though. He's a Biden guy.
Look, man, all I'm saying is who is the
Okay,
best slot receiver of all time?
not not Julian
I
Edelman.
agree. I agree with you,
Not
but
Julian Edelman. He's
But who is
great.
it?
I love Julian Edelman. He's not the greatest of all time.
but who is then?
Okay, Jerry Rice.
He was slot. Jay Rice played slot.
Oh, slot.
Slot.
Shit. I would honestly.
Wes Welker, but he's white too.
No, not Wes Welker, you dumbass. Ocho Cinco.
He was a. I thought he was an X.
I'm just gonna search up slot wide receivers because I know the guys that are currently like Jamar and flipping Justin.
I guess Jerry was a slot. Jerry, Larry Fitzgerald,
Oh my
Oh.
God! I just looked up the list.
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens, Randy Moss.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Okay, so here's the list. Steve Smith Sr., Marvin Harrison, not Marvin Harrison Jr., Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Julio Jones, Anquan Bolden was a slot wide receiver. I
don't feel like this is accurate.
I don't feel like this is accurate.
Slot?
Antonio Brown. Okay, Antonio Brown was a slot wide receiver.
Okay, yeah.
We can agree on that. Just
Right
that.
there.
Just
Yeah.
that Antonio Brown is so much better than Julian Edelman. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
That's
You're-
insane.
Let me go
Julian Edelman.
to Reddit.
Yeah, go to Reddit for slots. He's testing our football knowledge. We don't know who's in the slot. I mean, they move guys around all the time.
Yeah. It's Welker, people are saying. I don't know.
The slot's the number
Brandon Stolke, Steve Largent, Darren Sproles, somebody said.
one. Okay, so it wasn't that
Victor
great.
Cruz,
Oh my God, Victor Cruz.
Randall Cobb.
Yeah, Victor Cruz and Randall Cobb. They demolished flipping Julie. Love you, Julie. Julie, if you see this for whatever, have
Victor
us on the
Cruz for
pod.
sure. Victor Cruz is nasty.
Here, hey, I'm trying to network right now. All right. Jules, if you see this, have us on the podcast. We're a great time. Well, we don't think you're the best slot wide receiver.
I honestly don't think he'd care. If we just gave him like a valid point, he'd be like, okay.
Jules, I'll do something for you physically. Have us on the pod.
You're a weirdo. We got 1:30. Anyone else you can think of? Because I agree with QB. I agree with tight end. I agree with head coaches.
Chad has to be. Chad has to be a wide. I agree with Gronk, QB, and then I agree with Bill. I'm a Bill fan, but I don't agree with Jules.
Okay. Yeah.
I think saying Jules is the best slot wide receiver ever is insane.
There it is, folks. We went through it all. We did everything.
Like my last girlfriend.
If you want to be a part of the show, go ahead and comment down below. We do this comment show every week, and if your comment's good enough, it clearly will make the cut. But more importantly, I'm Devin. That's Zane. This is Buffet Sports. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what your favorite section of the show was. We want to do more of it. We've got football just 8 weeks away. By the time this goes out, football is just 8 weeks away. We're so close. We're so close. The NBA offseason.
The edging streak is about to flipping explode. It's about to end. I know all you boys have been edging along with me. Let's keep strong here. It's 8 weeks away. 8 weeks of edging. And then we finally get the go.